Have you ever played a game in here? The new X armor set is so good, so OP, or this new deck just completely changes the game. This is an example of power creep. Now, what is power creep? Power creep is when X item is so much better than the previous Y item that in order to win, you must have X item. In the next release, Z item must be released to be better or equal than X to balance the scale. Then W will be made to balance Z and the line will continue forever. Now, is power creep good or bad in this case? Power creep must exist to keep a game moving. Without it, the game will die because it will have no variety, and in the end, people will lose interest. Now, power creep is bad also because it makes the game harder for newer players to join and creates a bad image of the company trying to create money. Now, how does power creep affect the game? Like, what does it do? I'm going to be using two examples, Magic the Gathering and Hearthstone. In MTG, one person found a 2-card combo that allowed you to win on your second turn. This is an example of accidental power creep. Accidental power creep is when a card slash combo slash item set is the X value of power creep. However, they did not mean to create the X valuable, and soon they were forced to create the Z valuable to balance out the X. Another example, we could use Hearthstone. Hearthstone has a thing called a mana curve. When you play a card, it costs mana. Your deck should normally have a linear mana curve to keep the deck balanced. Also, every few months, Hearthstone will release a new expansion with new cards. Before the latest, the Grand Tournament expansion, the Goblins vs. Gnomes set had a card called Piloted Shredder. Now, Shredder was a 4-mana card that was by far the best 4-mana card. People would say, do I play a card? Like, a card, or do I play Shredder? And oftentimes, Shredder would be chosen. However, in this latest expansion, the new cards that they came out with were so anti-Shredder because they could survive a hit from Shredder, but Shredder couldn't. But now they are forced to create cards that are better than the better Shredder cards to keep the balance intact. And soon, this will become a linear curve of how they have to keep making cards better than before. How do you stop power creep? To be honest, you can't. It will eventually happen in any game, no matter what you're playing. To keep the game balanced, to keep the game interesting, and to just attract more new members in general.